There was a lot of really cool stuff that they showed off this Nintendo Direct. I'm really looking forward to Mio. That looks really cool. It kind of looks like a platformy Metroidvania kind of thing. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just a platformer, but it looks like right up my alley. The new Legend of Zelda looks really fun. I'm a huge fan of the Link's Awakening Switch remake style. I think the clay plasticky look that everything has is really, really cute. And Link's Awakening is like one of my favorite Zelda games, so that's really cool. I'm expecting the puzzle stuff to be really, really interesting with this. It's such a clever little mechanic that they're working with that I'm really intrigued to see what they do with the puzzles and the dungeons and stuff. Obviously, Metroid Prime 4 is exciting to finally see after all this time. I've only ever played Metroid Dread, and that was really fun. I watched this Direct live while it was happening, but I had to go back and remember a lot of the stuff that happened because I was so blinded with excitement for the new Mario and Luigi game that I could not pay attention to anything else. I was just... When that logo first appeared on screen, I was like losing my mind. I couldn't breathe, and I felt like I was gonna throw up because I was so excited. I was like on the verge of tears. I had like a genuine emotional reaction to this reveal trailer. I haven't felt like this level of excitement for something in a really long time.
Well, I'm saying I built up a shell around myself. A cold, calculated, heartless shell that couldn't be broken by anything but...
The first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years.
And that's what she did, dude. She broke that shell with
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
In a good way, if I'm being unclear.
I don't think I ever actually grasped how much I enjoy Mario and Luigi until like this moment. I'm almost positive that Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story was one of the first games that I ever finished by myself. I have this intense attachment to these games. Like this, I think, is the difference between liking something and like having it be like a core facet of my soul. You know, like Mario and Luigi, it's been missing from my life for well over 10 years. You know that episode of Bluey where Bluey goes camping and she meets the French dog, and her and the French dog are like really good friends, and then Jean-Luc, that's his name, and then Jean-Luc goes home like before she does, and then they do like a flash forward to like a bunch of years later, and then they meet up again. Like that's what this feels like. That's what this feels like in my heart. The last game that I played was Dream Team, and I really liked that game. Obviously, Bowser's Inside Story is my favorite. Partners in Time was really fun. I never beat the final boss, but I had a lot of fun getting to it. I'm playing Superstar Saga for the first time ever, and I don't think I'll ever give Paper Jam like another chance because I played the demo for it, and I got really, really bored, which is not what you want when you play a video game. Especially for a video game series that means so much to me, it was actually kind of heartbreaking to play Paper Jam and think, this is just not fun. Because it wasn't fun. There's something that just felt really awkward about Paper Mario being there, and at that point the only Paper Mario game that I had played was Sticker Star, and so I just wasn't excited to see that little fucker again because I was so annoyed with how boring his game was. Actually no, that's not true. I played Super Paper Mario. Super Paper Mario I really enjoyed. I never beat it. You know, you're a little kid and you don't understand how DVDs work, and it accidentally gets scratched because you leave it on the shelf or whatever. I don't know. Was very frustrated by Sticker Star, and that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm very excited to finally have these games back because it was never a guarantee that they would come back, and then they did. And it's like, there were a couple of things going against Mario and Luigi ever making a return. Obviously, Alpha Dream going bankrupt was not a good sign, but you know, the series is like a Nintendo property. A lot of the people who worked at Alpha Dream now work at like Monolith Soft and places like that, so apparently at least some of the team is returning for this game, which I'm so excited for. And the fact that every Mario and Luigi game was on a handheld console, I don't know why, but in the back of my mind that was always one of the things that like made it less likely that we were going to see Mario and Luigi again. I know that the Switch is a hybrid console, and technically we have gotten like handheld exclusives, like Pokemon is on Switch, but you know, they were never going to like abandon Pokemon. Like they were always going to keep making mainline Pokemon games. But you know, there's just something about it. Like there's something about Mario and Luigi in my brain that lives on portable devices. I almost never take my Switch out of docked mode, and so to me, it is kind of a home console, and it did kind of like make me think that it was less likely. There's like this weird divide in my mind about the Mario RPG series. Like Paper Mario is for home consoles and Mario and Luigi is for the portable systems. which is kind of why I think Sticker Star didn't work as well as it could have, especially like with that like era of Mario that it was in, where everything had to be like shiny mascot Mario stuff. They didn't want to put him in any weird situations anymore. They just wanted him to be like Mr. Nintendo. Everything is as normal as it can possibly be in the Mushroom Kingdom, and that was kind of annoying, kind of sad. And with Paper Jam being such a like empty kind of story, I'm glad that they're like doing something interesting with it. I really appreciate like all of the colors. The animation is so lively. I love seeing just how weird they're getting with it. They look so good. This game looks like exactly like what I would want from a brand new Mario and Luigi game. I'm really excited to see what they can do being the first ever Mario and Luigi game on a home console, and obviously they're having fun with it. Like the character designs look so good and the environments are so fun, and this game, it looks like, this is one of those games, a lot of the time people say, this game was made specifically for me, and I'm like, this game was made to appeal to as wide of a margin of people as possible, and you just happen to be in that margin of people. But for this game is made specifically for me. I'm really looking forward to the fact that it's like an island exploration. Like this is Mario and Luigi meets Wind Waker. And those are like two of my favorite games of all time. And the way that they're being like rolled together is so like beautiful. They're gonna be working with so many different themes, right? Because it's obviously going to be like you're traveling between different islands, and one of the islands that they showed off is like electricity themed, and another one is like rock theme or like caveman theme, which is really cool. We got like a glimpse of one that looks like it might be like toy themed, or you know those the Trash Galaxy, the Super Mario Galaxy Trash Galaxy with and you throw the bombs at the piles of, that's what those guys remind me of, the guys from the trailer. They remind me of that. It's like a Fire and Ice world. Oh, this is like a really small thing. This is like a thing that I think is like, it's like so small and so obvious. It seems to me at least, there's gonna be a lot less like switching to do action commands. It seems like A and B are the designated jump buttons and X and Y are the designated hammer buttons, which means that we're like working with twice as many face buttons as we normally would be. It's gonna feel really good to play. I can just tell. I can tell that this is the kind of game that I will be replaying immediately after finishing, you know? Like it's that kind of game. One of my things that I don't like to do is watch trailers. They show way too much. I feel like anytime I watch a movie trailer, I've basically spoiled the entire movie for myself. I think that might just be a problem with the way that they're making trailers right now. And for video games, I feel like they show such a wide breadth of the game to get people hooked on the idea that they're, you know, this game is going to be huge. Look at all the stuff. And then they show stuff from every single area of the game, and it feels like there's nothing left to see when you actually play the game. I don't know. I like to be surprised. I like to be caught off guard. I like to have my expectations surpassed. When Tears of the Kingdom was coming out, I watched the initial reveal trailer and then didn't watch any of the other trailers because I already knew that I was excited about that game and I didn't need to see any more, and I didn't trust them to do the trailer well. I watched the initial trailer for Silksong and I haven't seen anything past that because I know that I'm already excited about that game, and I'm honestly hoping that they don't announce much more before the game is actually released. A lot of my favorite video game experiences were ones where I went in blind and had no idea what to expect from them. It made these games so much more exciting to me because I had no idea of what to expect. And so when it comes to trailers, I try to stay away from them as much as I can. With the Mario and Luigi Brothership trailer, I'm not even kidding when I say I've watched this trailer probably a couple hundred times at this point. I don't know, there's something about it, like the way that they have this trailer set up, it's so clear that everything in this trailer is just from like the first few hours of the game. Everything in this trailer is just something that I'm excited about. I don't watch trailers, is the thing. And that in and of itself kind of tells you how excited I am about this game. I don't like to know things about the things that I know that I'm going to enjoy, you know? There's just so much excitement. And it never gets boring. I'll watch the freaking trailer a dozen times in one day, probably more than that. If I'm not really doing anything, I'll just turn on the trailer and I'll watch it again, and every single time I'm just filled with so much this insane sense of joy. It just feels so good. It feels so good to finally, my boys are back. It is so exciting for my boys to be back. I love these games. I love these guys. This is one of those things where it's like, I have so much that I want to say, but I feel like the only thing that I want to do is say, I'm so excited. My boys, my beautiful boys, they look so charming. I love that even though, obviously we're working with 3D environments and characters now, but they still have that like really cartoony, animated, lively look to them. Actually, something that I think is really nice is the way that they made Bowser look. Like, we only saw Bowser for like 2 seconds in this trailer, but he looks really good. Like, when they would use a 3D model for Bowser in the Mario and Luigi games, it always looked a little bit off to me. Like, it just looks like normal Bowser. Like, you have this like highly stylized Luigi fighting against like normal Bowser. That was really weird to me. I think they made his head bigger. His head looks a little bit bigger, and that's the thing that really sells it for me. I like Peach rocking up on Dory. Like, that's really... Is it Dory? I think it's Dory, because it's not Plessy. No, yeah, it's totally Dory. Peach's design looks really, really cute. I'm pretty sure that this is the first time Peach has gotten a 3D model for the Mario and Luigi games, because, like, those were almost... Like, I'm pretty sure they were almost exclusively used for... like the giant battles. I'm pretty sure those are the only times that they used 3D models, so it might just be me, but I wish that that black outline was like a little bit thicker than it is. The battle system looks so fun. I love how quick and snappy everything looks. I'm really excited about the battles because I really like to see the way that the brothers are working together in these attacks. Like, when I would play Bowser's Inside Story, I would almost exclusively use the bros attacks. I really enjoyed the way that Mario and Luigi would just like work together to have like the basic jump and basic hammer attack. Or maybe it's not even the basic jump and hammer attack. Maybe it's like you spend a couple bros points to have, you know, the bros work together in their normal attacks. I'm really excited because like every attack that you do emphasizes the teamwork here, you know? And I think that that's really, really cool. I don't even know. I'm just so excited. Like, the colors are so good in this world. The thing about Mario is that I love him. The thing about Luigi is that I love him. And I want to see more from both of them, and every time we get like something that allows for them to show a little bit of personality, a little bit of like individuality, that's like the biggest thing that I loved about the Super Mario movie, actually. I know that they were separated for like a good stretch of the movie, but in those moments where they did just get to interact and be brothers, that was really, really lovely. I love getting to see these two be silly together, and that's what Mario and Luigi is. I don't know, there's something about having a story where these two are together for almost the entire thing. We got to see like more of these characters as characters. A lot of the time they're used as like game pieces. The difference between Mario and Luigi is that sometimes Luigi can jump a little bit higher. I really just like watching these boys get put in situations. I want to do like a full proper scripted video where I talk about like Mario and Luigi and like the series as a whole. But right now, all I want to do is just like say how excited I am, and I want people to talk to me about how excited they are, because none of my friends are nearly as excited about this as I am, and I need to have other deranged people to talk to about this. I need to know that there are other people out there that are as excited about this as me, and I want them to tell me. I want to hear people. I want people to talk to me about this game, because I want to talk to people about this game, and I'm tired of saying, did you see the new Mario and Luigi game that's coming out November 7th? Are you looking forward to that? Are you excited about that? And then they're like, you know, not really. It's like all I can think about is Mario and Luigi. And so I wanted to... The scripted video that I'm working on right now is like kicking my ass. It's a struggle to get through, so that's taking a lot longer than I expected it to, but hopefully it's gonna be done sometime soon. I want to shift my focus to different projects, and I have a really hard time like stopping a project midway to work on something different. And so that's kind of what I'm doing with this, is a little bit more casual. I feel like I'm not really honoring the branding of my channel. My scripted videos are a little bit all over the place, but I've worked really hard to kind of organize the chaos as much as I can. This video is what it's like inside my head. I don't know how long the video is going to be, but I've been sitting here recording for almost 45 minutes. I just kind of ramble, and then I organize my thoughts afterwards, and then that's how I write scripts, is I throw everything down on the page, shift it around and shuffle things around and organize it until it's like a little bit coherent. This is why videos take so long for me to make, because my brain is a mess and I have no idea how to keep things organized. And like, I think verbalizing the way that I feel about Mario and Luigi will help me settle back down and focus back in on like finishing the actual project that I'm making. I've been working on this video since like early May, and to have it be taking so long is like genuinely a little bit embarrassing to me. I was having some issues recording. I had to record the entire thing twice for some reason. Let me know how you feel about the idea of unscripted videos, because I might do more of them if people like them. Wow, that sure was a great video. I bet you wish you could have seen it sooner. Well, if you were wanting to join my Patreon, you could have seen this sooner. There's also other things that you get for joining. I appreciate you very much, my goofy little gang. And just like how Jetstream Jackie wants you to know that her cat Goggles is both fluffy and gay, I want you to know that I hope you have a great evening and a bad afternoon. I've been Jam. Thanks for letting me babble.